Okay, so this is about the 2022 JAM statistics planning. Okay, how to answer and how to think. Remember that as we have only a few, not much time is being left. So our main target is to focus on the main areas. So if we take a look into the syllabus first, okay. So with respect to, I will just split it into two parts. First part is math and the second part is stat. Okay, so when it comes to math, so the main focus is to be given on the calculus segment this year. Okay, so in this part, so there are many different kind of questions you have done in the past year sessions you have done, but this becomes very handy when you do it, and especially the other part is for the matrices segment. Okay, so the matrices segment is related. So the matrices segment in this year will also play a very crucial role. You need to work on the Cayley-Hamilton theorem based the advanced problems which I have done in the class that you can do. And rank and inverse of a rank matrix is inverse rank. There will be at least one question will be there. Now coming to the other part, sequence and series based, two of the thing. One is the advanced sequences testing, where un plus 1 by un most of the cases will be coming 1. So there will be way out and way 2. In that way you can do it. With respect to that, differential calculus Taylor's theorem will plays a very important role. As you have very less time, you don't need to focus on every area. Remember that before the examination the biggest problem is what to do. There are some options in front of us. Check the full books, full text, or full notes, or check out the lectures, full lectures. So if you can do it all, so it feels like good. You may start feeling like, okay, I should have studied a little bit more in those days. So it doesn't matter now. So here an assimilation of these three would be nice, but my preference is people to people, it varies. So the biggest everything has some problem and benefit. That the least benefits you will find it in the lectures. So where you can go up, front, back, and this becomes just watching a video. This becomes very easy for you, and most of the cases the videos comes with the solution of the questions. In my case, if you are seeing some other videos, I don't know about that part. Okay, but doing it this way will be useful, and our mind is relatively easier. It will be easier for us to go proceed, and check out the topic names as well. And even this will be your first step, whether you like it or not. This will be your first step. And this from the notes and the text, this text is actually there is another personal note taking. So while the session is going on, so many of the cases personal notes are also being taken. So if you have this thing, this will be second, and this will be third, and this will be fourth. Obviously full thing you can evade off. So in case of statistics, the same kind of thing will be followed. This year I have marked it in my small structure. So in the statistics part, there are many important segments, but one of my favorite is this year Chebyshev's inequality. Based at least two questions you can have, and probability generating function, moment generating function. These two based another two questions will be there. With respect to standard deviation expectations, standard distributions expectations, binomial Poisson normal, these distributions, but identification. So here in case of statistics, identification of distribution is important. Okay, and remember that don't try to solve question and check answer, solve and check answer. So here you will do it at least 10 to 20 or 30s ka bunch, and then only you check the answer. So then your subconscious mind will become a little bit more confident. With respect to sample, F will play a very important role this year. Estimation and testing of hypothesis in the normal, but Neyman Pearson lemma based question also will be there. And try to take a look into the theoretical questions of the CLT direct based questions which I have done in the videos. That will also play in. So again, the process here is the same: videos, personal notes, and then the full notes, and then the texts which are available for you. Sometimes one of the most important resources about, you can check out every distribution separately, Okay, but that is very cumbersome work. So you can make your distribution grid lock. So what is the distribution grid lock? It's a very special process. So what you will do, so you will write the names of the distributions like binomial, Poisson, normal, logarithmic, geometric. Okay, so all the distributions you keep on writing, and after that your job is hypergeometry, uniform, everything, exponential, gamma, beta, normal. So here you write, go and go for that. This kind of stuff will be helpful for you, like mean, median, mode, all these values. So it will, and in some cases identification. For example, if it is a binomial and negative binomial, how to distinguish between them? Binomial means I give you 10 chances, among them you crack 4. Okay, that's a binomial. But I tell you that I need 4 successes, and how many chances you need, that's called negative binomial. So in that way, these are like personalized notes I want you to make it, and on that basis you can remember the things as well. While doing it, they here also forcing in statistics segment a little bit of theoretical understanding is needed, so you can put a little bit of stress on the text. Okay, repetitions of the questions are very rare here, but still I would like to ask you to take a look into the past year's questions and answer solutions which I have done. And yeah, law of large numbers is also important, as I have mentioned. Okay, so that related questions and the structures you can do, but remember that this time only do it with the finite variance cases. For CLT, don't go for the infinite variances. So this is a small rejoinder for this. And at the time of examination, people say that don't waste your time, read the full question paper. So I would say, as nothing is optional anyway, so there is no way the point of seeing the entire paper. That will may reduce your confidence if you don't know some of the parts. It's quite like playing a bowling game. So for example, guys, let me give you an example. So me, my friend Arindam, and another of our friends, so 3 of us are playing. Okay, so the third friend is very bad at bowling, and he decided to say, and he said that okay, I will not play. Okay, but we have already taken 3 games. So I am fond of this playing, and sometimes whenever after my college and university classes on a weekend like Sunday evening I get time, I try to do any one sport. So when I did that, so when I was scoring, it was like sometimes 7 out of 10, sometimes 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, sometimes 5 out of 10. He was also scoring in same way, and this person was in the first 3 it was 0 out of 10, 0 out of 10, and 0 out of 10. But you know, after that it changed. So when our friend said okay, you guys can play our balls, my balls as well, so we were scoring like 9 out of 10 every time, sometimes 10 out of 10, sometimes like in the first go, so there was X is scoring. So whenever our mind was relatively, we don't have the pressure to score, and as it was not our score, so we are scoring in the same thing. And so you see that whenever, even after that, when coming to our play, we are playing in the same thing again. So same person is changing within 30-40 seconds of time. So as a result of that, my personal perspective on this is, so give yourself a little bit of extra comfort zone, try to create that thing. You have done a great job in the entire examination, in the entire year. So now this is time to reward yourself. So reward yourself with a little bit of good food or for 1 or 2 days, and don't get totally stressed, because your target is to hit your third friend's box. Okay, have the confidence in that way. If you have any kind of queries and doubts, you can ask me. I will help you out with this.